Hi, this is Reina. Welcome to my video or to my channel. And in today's video, I will be doing a library haul. I forgot what day I checked out these books, but I'll try to put the date in the title. And for these books slash DVD I borrowed in particular for this haul, it was more, the theme was more so around religion, because I'm trying to get closer to Catholicism, or learn more about it, I mean. So yeah, anyway, hope you enjoy my video. Thank you. Okay. First book I'll show you that I borrowed was by Pope Francis, I Am Asking in the Name of God, 10 Prayers for a Future of Hope. Says, the clock is ticking and all life is in danger, yet we still have time. So let us take the first steps to go out to encounter the other, those who are different from us. Let us put our hands, minds, and hearts into working together. Let us be the change we want to see in the world. During my first 10 years as Pope, you have heard me every week with the same constant petition. Pray for me. You and your prayers have accompanied me. They have been a permanent source of energy in my continuing forward with the papacy. For this reason, I would first like to thank you. Second, I would like to tell you that today I place myself in a little more beggarly fashion than usual. I want to share with you 10 requests I am making in the name of God to face the future with hope. Pope Francis. And I'm not sure if this was his first book, but I did borrow another book that he created, that he wrote. Yeah, so there's first book. Second book I borrowed is also by Pope Francis, Happiness in This Life. Says, for Pope Francis, the appreciation of our everyday lives is a spiritual undertaking. Joy is a divine attribute, and creating joy around us is an essential part of faith. Every homily and speech in this book delivers in warm, engaging language accessible to believers and non-believers alike. A key lesson instructing readers on finding love and happiness in a chaotic world. Along the way, Pope Francis discussed the sanctity of women's rights, talks about how the love of sports can bring out our best qualities, and explains why fighting discrimination is the essence of loving thy neighbor. He shares personal stories and anecdotes from his life, provides comforting messages of hope, and discusses the ways flawed families can make you a better person. The core ideas of Francis's papacy, mercy, support for marginalized people, and diplomacy shine through. So hopefully it's a good book. I'm getting out of my comfort zone, trying to read more religious books. The next book I borrowed is Blessed, A History of the American Prosperity Gospel, Kate Bowler. Says, Kate Bowler's Blessed is the first book to fully explore the origins, unifying themes, and major figures of a burgeoning, sorry if I'm mispronouncing the words, movement that now claims millions of followers in America. Bowler traces the roots of the prosperity gospel from the Turing mesmerist metaphysical sages, Pentecostal healers, business oracles, and princely prophets of the early 20th century through mid-century positive thinkers like Norman Vincent Peale and revivalists like Oral Robert and Kenneth Hagin to today's hugely successful prosperity preachers. Ballard focuses on such contemporary figures as Creflo Dollar, pastor of Atlanta's 30,000 member World Changes Church International, Joel Osteen, known as the Smiling Preacher, and a weekly audience of 7 million. T.D. Jakes, named by Time magazine one of America's most influential new religious leader, Joyce Meyer, evangelist and women's empowerment guru, and many others. At almost any moment, day and night, the American public can tune in to these preachers or on TV, radio, podcasts, and in their mega churches to hear the message that God desires to bless them with wealth and health. Ballard offers an interpretive framework for scholars and general readers alike to understand the diverse expressions of Christian abundance as a cohesive movement bound by shared understandings and common goals. Interesting. Last book I borrowed is A Concise History of the Catholic Church. Says here, A Concise History of the Catholic Church, first published by Image Books in 1979, has been one of the best-selling religious histories of the past 2 decades, long a mainstay for scholars, students, and others looking for a definitive, accessible history of Catholicism. It has now been meticulously expanded and updated for the new millennium with a clarity and conciseness that will appeal to the general reader. Thomas Buchan Carter divides his studies into 5 parts that correspond to the major historical and epochal developments in Catholicism. His authoritative, thorough approaches takes readers from the Church's triumph over paganism through the sound and fury of renewal to a new section devoted to such topics as dissent, current developments in the Essenial movement, and liberation theology. Informative illustrations throughout the book, new to this edition, enrich the reader's experience, and the addition of a wide-ranging biography increases its value as a source book. A reviewer called the previous edition of A Concise History of the Catholic Church a track for the times and an attempt to help bewildered Roman Catholics and others get some sense of all the change that has streamed through the windows from Vatican II. This new edition reaffirms the book's importance in the library of Euseminal studies and confirms its place among the classics. Nice. And the final thing I borrowed from the library, those are the books, and then I borrowed a DVD called Mary Magdalene, because I was trying to look for more movies on the Bible or the story of Jesus. Excuse me. And the only thing that I could find in my library was Mary Magdalene. I have other DVDs that I could watch. Excuse me. So anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you for staying around if you stay long enough. And hopefully maybe I'll make reviews on these books and movie. I'm not sure yet.